A package containing nails and pieces of metal destined for Austin has exploded and injured one person inside a FedEx facility in nearby San Antonio in the fifth bombing to rock the state this month. The wounded employee was taken to hospital after suffering a mild injury in the explosion at the distribution center in Schertz, about 65 miles south of Austin, shortly after midnight. The package detonated as it was moving from one conveyor belt to another, and the female staff member, who was not hit by the contents, was treated for a headache, possibly caused by a concussion. Federal agents say the package is likely linked to 4 other attacks this month in Austin, some 80 miles northeast of San Antonio, that have left 2 dead and 4 injured. Authorities say a serial bomber is at large and have warned that the devices appear to be getting more sophisticated. Just hours after the package explosion in San Antonio, emergency crews were called to a FedEx facility in Austin following reports of a suspicious package. There were no immediate details available about that incident.The package contained shrapnel made up of nails and pieces of metal, CBS Austin reports. About 75 people were working at the facility at the time of the explosion.The latest blast follows a Sunday night explosion that was triggered along a street in Austin by a nearly invisible tripwire, suggesting a higher level of sophistication than agents saw in 3 early package bombs left on doorsteps. It means the carnage by the serial bomber that has terrorized Austin for weeks is now random, rather than targeted at someone in particular. Authorities don't appear closer to making any arrests in the 5 bombings. FBI Special Agent Michelle Lee said, although it is still early in the investigation, it was likely all 5 bombings are related. She didn't have details about the size, weight, or description of the package that exploded. It comes as President Donald Trump was criticized for his silence over the Austin bombings, where most of the victims have come from the city's historically Black and Latino neighborhoods. Unlike other attacks, such as the Pulse nightclub shooting in Florida, which Trump was quick to label an act of terrorism, the president has remained silent about the Austin bombs. The first 2 bombs killed Black men, and investigators believed that the third, which injured a 75-year-old Latino woman, may have been intended for a Black family's home, raising the possibility they were a hate crime. Sunday's tripwire bomb, which injured 2 white men on a sidewalk, went off shortly after police made a rare public call to the suspect to explain his motives. The tripwire explosion forced police to warn nearby residents to remain indoors overnight on Sunday as investigators looked for links to the 3 other package bombings in the city. Police have still been unable to determine a motive for the string of bombings, which have killed 2 people in Austin and put the city of nearly 2 million on edge. We're clearly dealing with what we expect to be a serial bomber at this point based on the similarities, Austin Police Chief Brian Manley said on Monday. Manley said the latest attack, which injured the 2 white males, appeared random and was triggered by a tripwire, raising the possibility the bomber has sophisticated knowledge. but it suggests that the suspect or suspects we are dealing with have a higher level of sophistication than we believed, as they're changing their methods to a more difficult device. Authorities haven't identified the two men injured on Sunday, saying only that they are in their 20s. William Grote told the Associated Press on Monday that his grandson was one of them and that he had what appeared to be nails embedded in his knees. Police described the men's injuries as significant, and both remained hospitalized in stable conditions. Grote said his grandson was cognizant but was still in a lot of pain. He said on the night of the bombing, one of the victims was riding a bike in the street and the other was on a sidewalk when they crossed a tripwire that he said knocked them both off their feet. It was so dark they couldn't tell and they tripped, he said. They didn't see it. It was a wire, and it blew up. Residents in the Travis Country area were ordered to stay in their homes until late on Monday. Police kept residential streets on lockdown as they gradually expanded their barricades and closed off all roads into the neighborhood. Before daybreak on Monday, Austin police pushed another alert to cell phones advising residents to continue staying indoors and to call 911 if they needed to leave their homes in the morning. Authorities repeated prior warnings about not touching unexpected packages and also issued new ones to be wary of any stray object left in public, especially ones with protruding wires. We want to put out the message that we've been putting out, and that is, not only do not touch any packages or anything that looks like a package, do not even go near it at this time, Manley said. He urged any residents with surveillance cameras to contact police. Local and state police and hundreds of federal agents are investigating, and the reward for information leading to an arrest has climbed to $115,000. Law enforcement consultant Clint McNear told CBS the change in behavior from the serial bomber was concerning. They've gone from targeting a specific individual to "I just want to kill someone." That's concerning, McNear said. Fred Burton, a chief security officer for Stratfor, a private intelligence and security consulting firm based in Austin, said the individual or people behind the bombings are likely to be highly skilled and methodical. This is a race against time to find him before he bombs again, Burton said. The first incident occurred on March 2 when a package bomb exploded at a northeast Austin home, killing a 39-year-old Anthony Steffenhaus. Two more package bombs then exploded further south on March 12. Draylen Mason, 17, was killed and his mother was wounded after they opened a package in their kitchen. A 75-year-old Hispanic woman named by family as Esperanza Herrera was severely injured when a package bomb exploded at her home a few hours later. The tripwire explosion on Sunday came just hours after police made an unusual direct appeal to whomever was responsible for 3 package bombs that killed 2 in the past month. Speaking at a press conference on Sunday afternoon, Chief Manley called on whoever is responsible for the bombs to come forward and share their message. These events in Austin have garnered worldwide attention, and we assure you that we are listening, Manley said. We want to understand what brought you to this point, and we want to listen to you. Manley appealed to the bomber to communicate with authorities by calling 911 and said that as yet the motive for the attacks has baffled investigators.